Welcome back to another video. This is actually the same day from the video of last week where we finished up the Genesis. So we turned in the Genesis and then we picked up the Raptor. So let's go ahead and get started with how today is looking. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is it's current. Oh, they have to leave right now. Then they're gonna fall behind. They are right now. The next customer is it should be 15 minutes away. It is the next customer is 14 minutes away, so they are going to be late, but they will notify the customer right now. So on the Raptor, there's a full interior cleaning, a two-step correction, ceramic coating, and a decal removal. So I'm probably gonna see if one of our a good helper can help us kind of knock some of this work out today. So I'm gonna send him a text right now and just hope that he can come through last minute, which I wouldn't mind if he doesn't because it's so last minute. But if he can come to help, that'd be fantastic. So we turned in the vehicle. I didn't even have enough time to take photos of the vehicle because we had to hurry up so they could take a break. The break was literally only like 15 minutes. So now they are prepping the vehicle. It's primarily prepped. They're just checking for any last minute things because the second customer is 15 minutes away. So we're just doing any last minute. It's already the generator's already filled. The chemicals already maxed out as far as the bottles. Now just like getting the batteries and then maybe if we need more towels or something. But other than that, they are now gonna head off to the job site at 1 p.m. It's a wash and wax and a full interior cleaning. While meanwhile, I'm gonna bring in the Raptor here and I will start working on this. One dry towel. Well, last time you only had one. So you put that over here. Make sure to check these boards, make sure you got everything. Which this is the crew leader position. So like the Alex, he's the one that confirms everything. I'm just here, I'm just helping out, but Alex is the one, or the crew leader is the person that confirms that they have everything for the job. And if they are missing anything or anything doesn't go as planned due to the fact that they did not do their due diligence, that falls on the crew leader. So they're all set to go for here, I believe. So okay, so the overall condition on the interior isn't bad, but it definitely does need a thorough cleaning. I can tell the leather seats are in need of some good scrubbing. The floor mats aren't bad, carpeting's not bad. So overall the interior should not take that long. That's why it's $240 or $220, I believe. Now I was able to text one of our other helpers here, Carlos. He's a young kid too, I think he's like 17, 18 years old, but he's gonna come here at 2 p.m. I text him like at 1:10. And he's gonna show up at 2 p.m. So what I got here is we have our LED bars. We're gonna put them here to light up. We're also gonna use the other lights that we have, but this is what we use. Now we have 4 here at the shop, so I'm gonna put 2 in the back, 2 in the front, and both angle them. That way we have like more, like just more lighting. But yeah, this is not ideal at all. But with any shop, it gets kind of difficult to have proper lighting for an interior, just because in the inside it's being blocked off by a lot of things, right? The roof, the windows, the tint, whatever. So it's always gonna be much harder to light the interior versus exterior, even when it's well lit, just because that's just the way it goes. So regardless, our lighting sucks right now. Hopefully I'll get that fixed by next month, and I'm gonna use 4 bars here in the interior. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, it's already peeling off pretty easily. But what I want to do is kind of see if I can make it even easier by heating up the adhesive or heating up the decal quite a bit. This is literally just from Harbor Freight. I forgot how much it was. I remember Lex and I bought it at a job site. Like we were working on some PPF or something, and the current one that we had broke. So we went to Harbor Freight and purchased 2 of them at that time. So I have one here and one in the van, I think. That's that. So with this, whenever you're using a heat gun, you don't need to go overboard. I don't even know. I don't use it forever. What does this mean? I guess it's the heat. I don't need that hot. So you always want to keep it moving. You don't need to you don't need to get it hot by any means. Like you don't need to actually, like, you know, burn your finger or anything. But if you could just loosen up the adhesive a bit, just make it a tad bit warmer so it loosens up, that'd be better. Because there's a lot of cracking in this film on the decal. So if I can kind of keep it more together without it breaking apart, that'd be much better for me. Now you'll see this later in the video, but instead of using the heat gun and peeling it off by hand, we just went with this strip off wheel. We attached it to the drill and we were able to remove the entire vinyl decal in about 45 minutes. Okay, so the plan was to start with the decal. So what I want to do is, as Carlos made it, I wanted him to do the interior while I just peeled off the decal. The decal is going to take too long, so by the time him working on his own, he'd only get so far and then I would only get so far with the decal. So instead, how about we just both work on the interior, just knock that out completely, and then we'll go from there. So now we've already blown everything out of the interior, not caught on camera, vacuumed everything up, not caught on camera. And when you're done with the leather? Yeah. He's done with the leather. I'm about to wrap up with his headrest, and then the leather is complete. Then we're gonna move on to the plastics and the plastics, which is the door panel, center console, dashboard, steering wheel. And so, like I said, the interior on this one, not that bad. Should be done by 5 o'clock. Alright, so we finished up the interior. That one's about like 80% done. We'll just touch up the main, any other details towards the end. Kind of like the way I'm thinking about it now, just it's more important to just keep the process moving. That way when, like let's say tomorrow, I think we'll call it a day here, just finishing up the engine. Because if we go to the wash, we have to commit to the whole process, right? Because we don't just want to wash the vehicle. Like we might as well just wash, clean the wheels, tires, wash it, do the iron decon, do the clay, rinse it, and it's already 4:30. I don't want to commit that much at this time, so we'll probably end it up right here on the engine activity, and tomorrow go through the whole prep and complete the correction process. Okay, now that the engine is done, we're not gonna dress it just because we still have plenty of other steps. So now we're gonna gently clean the whatever that's called with just APC diluted 10:1 because we don't want the potential of it to sag because it is kind of old. There's already some damage on there, so we'd rather go safer and just do a light cleaning versus trying to rinse it down and all that. Other than that though, we're gonna wrap it up here and then continue tomorrow. Since we were on a bit of a time crunch, I didn't film much or any of the prep and correction process just because I didn't want to worry about the camera and the angles and the battery life and the storage. So all right, so at this point we have now corrected and polished 90% of it. The last part that we have to polish are the two front fenders, and we have to correct and polish the hood, but we have to take off that vinyl decal. And so now that's what we're getting to. Christian is currently doing solution finish on most of the trim on the exterior. A few pieces are just gonna get the dressed by 303. And after that's done, we're gonna wipe everything down. We'll panel wipe it down and then install a 9-year ceramic coating. We're upgrading the customer to a 9-year coating. And we still have to go do a mobile wash out in the field, but that might change because the weather is not favorable right now. So by today, 5 p.m., we should have just about everything complete. The vehicle will be turned in tomorrow at 10 a.m. and they'll come in at 8:30, 9 o'clock just to do any last minute touch-ups. because today we're also gonna finish up the interior of dressing the leather, dressing the plastics, cleaning the glass, and doing any last little touch-ups on the interior. Now we actually didn't remove the vinyl decal until we were done with almost everything else on the correction side of the vehicle. Now on the vinyl decal, we actually just used that wheel, that strip off wheel. It worked easily, just one person was at it. We didn't have two people on there anymore. Now I really want to get a better system down to recording most of the process from start to finish. That way I can publish like a more day in the life video and you guys get to see the entire day of how we work and what we do. So hopefully moving into 2022, that is a bigger goal I'm able to go after and get a system down in place for that, because right now it's just whatever I can get, that's what I'm gonna get. So here are the after shots. It was basically like 6 p.m. on Saturday, so the light was gone, so it's not the best after shots, but this is all I could get. Okay, and that's gonna wrap up this video right here. Check the video description box down below for, I don't know, most of the links that most of the products that I used for the detail. Not all of them, but I'll say most of them, or the bigger items I'll link down below. You can also check down there for the ultimate guide to start your detailing business, which is very applicable moving into 2022. You can check out my podcast, the Detailing Business Class Podcast. It's on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. And if you want to check out my second YouTube channel, the Proper Care channel, that's where I talk and teach everything detail related. Thank you for watching yet another video, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.